Tonight on Sports Extra, high school football action is back in North Dakota, who will start on the right foot in 2025. Plus, the Fighting Hawks are looking for their first 3-0 start to the season since 2018 as they take on Eastern Washington. We catch up with Barnesville football, who will have a new starting quarterback. And finally, the Chris Heise Play of the Week is back for the school year. KVRR Sports Extra starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to KVRR Sports Extra. And also, any scores that are not final, you can find on our website. I'm Aaron Walling, and that's Ryan Bolin. Ryan, fall is officially here as football was played tonight.
It's the pre-recorded world. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
Final
sure,
scores, they're done where you're when you're watching, but not for us quite yet. The official start to football in North Dakota. It's week 0. We start the show in Mayville, where Thompson and Mayport CG began their seasons.
Yeah, a season ago, Thompson was 3-5, and Mayport played 9-man. A new season beginning tonight at Mayville State University. You can feel it in the air, Ryan. The Tommies and Patriots will battle each other on Jerome Berg Field at Mayville State. First drive for Mayport CG. Connor Doctor drops back, and Charlie Yon will bring him down for the sack. The Tommies now take over on offense. In the pistol, Yon takes the handoff, and just like a bowling ball, he knocks over some pins, and he scores the first touchdown of the season for Thompson. And after a 2-point conversion, they lead 8-0. How will the Patriots respond, though? Doctor just gets bull rushed here and sandwiched by Yon and Porter Martin. The defense is on fire. Second quarter now, still 8-0. Yon with the ball, cuts right, and you can't stop him. The senior with his second tutty of the night. Thompson steamrolls to a 42-0 win.
At Central Valley High School, nothing screams small-town football like pickup trucks around the field surrounded by farmland. And I'm all for it because that means football is back. Woo! The Burros hosting Grafton tonight. No score in the first. Burros on the attack. The pitch goes to Carson Kozajet, and he bursts down the sideline for a gain of over 20 yards and a first down. Later in the possession, Tyson Lashuk to Bryce Miller put it in the books as a 25-yard pitch and catch for the Burros and a touchdown. You sound the car alarms. We're in small-town football here. 7-0 lead after the point after. The Burro defense coming to play in this one as well. Brody Lillimone rolling out first down, and watch out for Jack Madsen, the senior, with a sack for a loss of 11. But the Spoilers spoil that play. Big play set them up in the red zone, and it's Lillimone to Reggie Rice, a 10-yard score. The Spoilers go for 2 and convert. But at last look, this one's still going. It is 28-16 late in the fourth quarter. Couple more Class A North Dakota football scores for you. Valley City battling the reigning champs in Class A, Velva. They fall 16-0 to open the season. And Oaks and Langdon battle to open their seasons. Langdon coming away with the victory by a final score of 34-6.
In 9-man tonight, Lemoore LM on the road battling Hatton Northwood. Lemoore is going to win it. The score is 58-28 at last check for us in the fourth. And Hankinson and Maple River battling to start the year. It's Hankinson coming away right now with the win. 36-0, a shout-out win for the Pirates.
And it's not just North Dakota. A couple Minnesota scores for you. Goodridge GG hosting Warren AO tonight to open the year. Goodridge wins it 30-14. And Fertile Beltrami, the reigning champs in Minnesota 9-man, beginning the season with a loss tonight against Stephen Argyle Central, 50-30. Good for football to be back.
Oh, you just love it. I love it.
I love it too.
Everyone loves it.
We'll go from football to football. College soccer has returned to the Red River Valley, and in Grand Forks, North Dakota has had a dream start to its season.
Yeah, Ryan, through 2 exhibition games and 2 regular season games, North Dakota has not given up a goal, and they're outscoring foes 17-0 and sit at 2-0 on the year. But they welcome in Eastern Washington. That is coming off a hard-fought win over Southern Utah. Let's head to Bronson Field. We are at Bronson Field, a sunny day in Grand Forks. Early in the first half, Charlie Bassinet breaks some ankles, shoots it, and it gets over the goalie for a beautiful goal. UND up 1-0. Later on, Fighting Hawks up 2-0. Oh, what a pass to Bassinet, leaves the goalie in the dust and gets her second goal of the day. North Dakota rolling to a 3-0 lead. And with that goal, Bassinet has already surpassed her 2024 total of 3 goals. She has 4 already this season. The Hawks looking to strike once again. This time in the second half, crosser. Bassinet slams this ball home, and she has a hat trick. The sophomore gives North Dakota the 4-0 lead, and it's the first hat trick for the Fighting Hawks since 2023. UND rolls to a 4-0 win over Eastern Washington, securing their first 3-0 start to a season since 2018. And that has been a great start to the season for UND. They've been rolling win after win so far and blowing teams out. They haven't given up a goal yet, as Grace Miller has been unreal defending the goal. Here's Charlie Bassinet on what has contributed to this team winning big so far in 2025.
We've been working our butts off this entire season. Everyone's been putting in effort. Our roster this year is insanely good, and everything we've just been doing at practice has really helped us, and it shows, especially with this season. Our passing is incredible this year. Last year it wasn't as good. This year we just passing it back and forth, and the style of play that we have been playing is like completely different to what we've had last year.
UND will be back in action Sunday at Bronson Field when they host the Jamestown Jimmies at 3 p.m. Meanwhile, North Dakota State will also be in action Sunday, looking to bounce back from Thursday's loss to Idaho State. The Bison look to get back into 500 on the year when they take on Weber State in Utah at 12:30 p.m. To the Diamond. Earlier this week, the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks clinched a spot in the Miles Wolf Cup playoffs.
Yeah, and to add to their impressive start since the All-Star break, former closer Alex Dubord is back from the Mexican League. He was activated Thursday as the Redhawks bullpen just gets better as we near the end of the regular season. Despite not pitching for Fargo-Moorhead since June 1st, Dubord still tied for 6th in the league with 11 saves, so a great addition there. Tonight, the Redhawks are in Illinois to battle the Chicago Dogs. The Dogs get out to a hot dog start, up 3-0, but Jose Sermo, a.k.a. the Serminator, launching a ball to left center, and a bye ball, 3-run shot, ties this game up, and we got a brand new ball game. But this one was all Dogs. Trailing 7-3 in the 6th, Dylan Thomas getting one of those runs back, but Chicago goes on to take game 1 8-4. These two will match up again tomorrow night, 6 p.m. first pitch. Speaking of Chicago, 20 miles away, the Minnesota Twins and Chicago White Sox began a 3-game series at Wright Field.
Yeah, the Twins are coming off a 3-game sweep to the Athletics, and they're just 2-8 in their last 10 games. Lucky for them, the White Sox are not much better at 3-7 in the last 10. Let's head back to Illinois for the highlights. Bases loaded here in the 4th, down 1-0 to the White Sox, but Royce Lewis has a chance to change that. That ball is up high and gone. A grand slam for the Twins, and just like that, they lead 4-1 thanks to Lewis's 6th slamming in his career, now to the 5th. The lead, however, does not last long. Colson Montgomery drills this ball for a 2-run homer, and we are tied at 4. Now, let's head over to the 6th inning. Trevor Larnach with 2 on, lines this up and gets this up the middle, and they retake the lead. Lewis will score from second, and they lead 8-7 in the 9th inning. Now, to the hardwood.
Do it.
Yeah, I know. The Minnesota basketball going on.
Unbelievable.
It's so strange right now.
It is strange.
Yeah, with football, my brain's still trying to figure that all out. Well, the Lynx are in unfamiliar territory after losing back-to-back games for the first time this season.
Yeah, that's right. Losses to the New York Liberty and Atlanta Dream have the team at a terrible 7-3 in its last 10 games. Kidding, of course. Certainly, it's not time to press the panic button. 7-3, very good. Lynx still owning one of the best records in the league, the top one at that. They've been without MVP candidate Nafisa Collier since August 2nd, and tonight, on the road against the Indiana Fever, they are without her again. But no fee, no problem for the Lynx in this one. A shaky first half as the Lynx trailed by 2 into the break. Kayla McBride here, though, tying us up at 50. Go to the second half, Lynx took more control. Cross-court pass to Alana Smith. She nails the wing triple for a 7-point lead. To the 4th, lead is 5. Bridget Carlton gonna beat the shot clock buzzer. Lynx, they end their long 2-game losing streak, 95-90. Go to the racetrack now. It's a huge weekend for racing fans in North Dakota.
Yeah, that's right. Not only is it the return of Donnie Schatz, the region, to the race world, but no race of World of Outlaws. His nieces are racing with him.
And for the first time, it's the debut weekend for Layla and Amelia Eisenchenk with the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. The twin sisters have raced with the World of Outlaws Late Model Series, but this is a first with the Sprint Cars. Not only will they potentially share the track with their uncle and team owner Donnie Schatz, they get to do it at their home racetracks. River City Speedway in Grand Forks tonight and the Red River Valley Speedway Saturday night. Earlier this week, I caught up with all three racers as they share their excitement for the weekend.
Yeah, I think that, racing against our uncle is pretty exciting. It's something that we've dreamed of since we were little kids, so it's going to be different for sure. He's usually just there coaching us, and now we'll be on, hopefully out there together. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'm excited.
I definitely would say a successful weekend would be to make the feature and both cars roll into the trailer every night, no damage. That's always a big goal, in racing. You never know what could happen.
I've put 30 years into this sport, and to be able to come and I never thought I'd be racing against my own nieces on the racetrack. And in the last couple of years, you knew it was going to happen at some point, and now it's going to come to fruition. So pretty pumped about that. My late father was one that really wanted to see them race this way, and I think he'd be the one most proud. I think everybody's kind of got that in the back of their mind that their grandpa's kind of living, what he wanted to see.
A big night for the Schatz Racing family. Some results from tonight's races in Grand Forks can be found on our website and social media pages. These three race again Saturday night in West Fargo. I'll be at that race, so stay tuned for updates and a story Sunday night on the Twins.
After the break, we catch up with the Concordia-Kvrr football program ahead of their season. Welcome back. Concordia football is back on the field with the season starting in early September. A lot of questions surrounding the Kvrrs this year. Who will take over for Cooper Mattern that broke so many passing records? And how does the defense keep up their dominant ways from 2024? But one thing remains certain for Concordia, and that's Terry Horan coaching this program as the longtime head coach enters his 25th year at the helm.
It means everything, right? So it's my alma mater. I played in the program, so I wore the colors, and to me that's different, and to follow in the footsteps of the legendary Jim Christopherson, who he followed in the footsteps of a Jake Christensen. So 85 years, there's only been 3 head ball coaches. We talk stability around our program, and there's not many programs in the country that can say they've had 3 head coaches in 85 years. So it means the world to me.
But as the Horan era continues for the Kvrrs, another one ended in 2024. Cooper Mattern, the longtime standing quarterback for the program, has graduated and a new QB will take over. There are a few in a quarterback battle for the starting position, but one of them has a leg up in what he has learned in his career. Senior Jersey Selzler has been a backup for Mattern and was a backup to MSU's Jack Strand, both QBs breaking records for their programs. I asked him what it would mean to be named the starter for the Kvrrs.
The end goal has been to be on the field. And, it doesn't always be how you want it to be, but as long as you put your head down, control you can control, everything will take care of itself. So I would be blessed to be the day one starter, but we're still in fall camp and we're still grinding and we still got a good competition going.
As for the defense, the Kvrrs had the #1 unit in the MEAC conference last year. While they lost some talent, others are stepping up with the focus of keeping the defense a strong point.
Every year is a new team, and I like this team that we've got now, this culture that we've built. I'm excited to expand on this and see this out through the season.
The Kvrrs will open their season on September 6th for the first time ever night game at home. They'll be taking on Mayville State at 7 p.m. for a whiteout game at Jake Christensen Stadium. After the break, we catch up with Barnesville football ahead of their season.
High school football is right around the corner in Minnesota, even though some games were played today. Some more starting next week. Regular season beginning, the most important week. And another year of high expectations for the Barnesville Trojans. Earlier this week, I caught up with the team as they set out to continue the winning tradition.
Set, go! Football is a lifestyle in Barnesville, Minnesota, and winning is the tradition. Section 8-2A champions since 2016 is one school long, the Trojans. A big reason why, strength.
The weight room for sure. Not missing that. You have to show up every single day. Out here at practice, giving it everything you got. Really just doing everything you can, putting in all the extra time, all the extra work and everything.
A season ago, Barnesville lost in the state quarterfinals to Staples Motley in double overtime. The way in which they lost has this group entering this season with more than enough motivation.
Yeah, you definitely have a little chip on your shoulder, especially we have them for the homecoming game, so that's going to be a big game.
100%. We didn't want to lose that way. We thought we should have won that game. We knew we could have made it farther if we would have won that game, so we have a chip with that.
That rematch, mark your calendars for Friday, October 3rd. The Trojans return key players from years past, including running back Major Ness, who recently committed to Valley City State.
Major's hit the weight room very hard. He put up 305 the first day on the bench press. I think he weighs about 180. He's worked very, very hard. He's a fantastic kid. Actually, we have all three of our starting backs back from last year. So all three of them are very talented, and we expect big things from them.
At quarterback, the Trojans will turn to sophomore Jacob Strand to lead the offense, a guy the team says they are confident in.
He's been doing very good. He can throw the ball very good. He can run the ball very good. He knows the positions very well. He can play running back too. He knows it all inside and out. So I think he's going to be doing really good this year.
And the end goal for this group is the same every year.
Get to the state championship. Yep. Same this year. What kind of the goals for this year?
Nope. Anything short of that, I think is falling short for us. Like I said, we've got a lot of very talented kids. We're not as deep as we have been, so we've got to stay healthy.
The Trojans have not lost a regular season game since 2021. They begin the season on the road at Roseau, Thursday, August 28th at 6 p.m. Sticking with Minnesota football, the Vikings were in action tonight for the final time of the preseason, and it's been a news-filled week ahead of the game. This week, Minnesota sent defensive tackle Harrison Phillips and a 7th-round pick to the New York Jets in exchange for 2 6th-round picks. The move came 6 days before the NFL teams must finalize their 53-man rosters. The move could be seen 2 ways. 1, the Vikings are pleased with the young talent on the D-line, and 2, freeing up cap space and adding trade capital to potentially trade for a wide receiver. Jordan Addison is set to miss the first 3 games of the season due to suspension, and wide receiver 3, Jalen Naylor, is dealing with a hand injury with a severity unknown. Earlier on Friday, ESPN's Adam Schefter reported the Vikings have inquired about Detroit Lakes native and former Viking receiver Adam Thielen. Thielen currently plays for the Carolina Panthers, but if a deal was to come to fruition, he would be receiving passes from J.J. McCarthy, something he does in the offseason. Earlier this summer, I asked him about those sessions.
Kind of when I talk to these kids, attitude and effort, he's crushing that. He is one of the best attitudes, probably one of the hardest workers I've seen from a small sample size, but a guy who this game means a lot to him, and he's a great human being. So those kind of all factors usually lead into success. So really excited to see him get his opportunity and to kind of be a small part of his journey.
Time will tell if it becomes a bigger part of his journey. As I mentioned, the Vikings played its preseason game tonight. They lost to Tennessee. You can find an update on that game on our social media pages. After the break, it's back. The Chris Heise Play of the Week nominees.
Welcome back to the show. With high school sports returning this week, that means the return of the Chris Heise Play of the Week.
That is right. This week, we got 4 plays to choose from. Let's take a look.
Yeah, play 1 from Tuesday night. Fargo North battling West Fargo North. Matthew Haugo with a sweet dribbling to get through the defense, and then he beats the keeper near side for the goal one more time. Haugo is showing off the skills by splitting the defenders, gets down the field and makes another man miss, whoop, and gets the ability to net this ball in and gets a goal over the pack.
Play 2 from Thursday night, Fargo South versus West Fargo Cheyenne, a breakaway opportunity for the Mustangs, but Bruins keeper David Robinson with the denial. One more time, you won't see a keeper make a save like this too often. Robinson keeping his team in this one, and it resulted in a point in the standings as the 2 teams played to a 1-1 draw.
Now we saw this play earlier. Charlie Bassinet gets the ball deep, breaks the defender's ankles with a nasty move, floats the shot, and it goes in. One more time. Bassinet is trying to lose the defender, cuts hard, chip shot just like Scotty Scheffler. Look at that beautiful goal go in. Bassinet ends up with a hat trick against Eastern Washington.
Play 4, Grafton and Hillsborough Central Valley. The Spoilers backed up in their own zone on 3rd and 21. Here's one way to get out of it. Launch the ball 39 yards downfield to Reggie Rice. What a throw from Brody Lillamone, and the catch speaks for itself. One more time, Lillamone surveying the defense, fires downfield, and take a bow, Mr. Rice. Heck of a play there.
But who should win? That is for you to decide at home. We have 4 plays to choose from. Is it Matthew Haugo's goal for Fargo North Soccer? David Robinson's save for Fargo South Soccer? Is it Bassinet's chip shot goal for UND Soccer? Or is it Brody Lillamone's and Reggie Rice's connection for Grafton football? Vote on our X page, or X and Instagram pages at KVR Sports, and on the KVR Facebook page, and we'll reveal the winner on Monday night.
Exciting day. Twins, they win 9-7.
There we go.
Hillsborough Central Valley wins 28-22 over Grafton.
In overtime?
And that was in regulation. Grafton almost making that comeback. And then we have Lemoore. They did win 58-28 over Hatton Northwood. So a lot of football, and we'll have all those highlights if you missed them on our social media pages and Facebook.
Well, folks, have yourselves a wonderful night. We'll catch you next time.